Wow. All right. Oh. Hey YouTube, what's up? How's that? That's pretty good. Have a drink with me. We are at it again. As you can see, we are doing the Michelob Ultras today. These are 2 weeks in a row. These are excellent. There's dirt in it too. Yeah, that makes it that much better. Yeah, it's dirt on it. God damn it. No, not gonna lie, these aren't half bad. For light beer, super light beer, they're not half bad. Once you get the dirt out of it, they're better. Anyways, so have a drink with me. Alright, so as you can see, we are still alive. If you notice behind me, I have gravel in front of the shop. I don't think I showed any of that last video, so I guess I should probably do a walk around video on the whole project. But yeah, it looks much better. As you can see, I have parking areas now. My truck fits on one side if I need to pull it back. Jeep fits on the other. I plan to put a trailer or two around here. I got the 62 Chevy over there. That needs to be put where the truck is probably. But anyways, yeah, we're doing great. I got a lot of finish work to do along the edges of everything. I got to rebuild the dirt on the edges and kind of build everything up so that the grass can grow nice again. To do that, I guess today I bought a rototiller, so that's kind of cool. My first rototiller. It's special. I'll make a video on that. I bought it broken. It's a little more broken than I was hoping, but we'll get it going. Yeah, I got piles of sod that I dug out. Like where I'm sitting was grass, so I had to dig out the grass, and it was just sod. And so I got piles of sod everywhere, and I can't spread that because it's just clumpy and just garbage. It just sucks. So I thought maybe I could use the rototiller to kind of tear all that stuff up, and then I can kind of rake it or drag it with the tractor better, and I can make it flat and let nature do its thing, and it'll retake over. So hopefully that works out. Yeah, so I think that'll work out good for me. I don't know if you can notice behind me. I didn't even look at where the lighting is. Hopefully there's good lighting on this video. The sky is extremely smoky. It's not so bad right now. Still kind of smell it, but yeah, we've had a lot of the wildfire smoke everywhere, so it just kind of makes it gross. And on a hot day like today, we're up here in the Pacific Northwest. It's surprisingly, it's only like 85, 86 right now. I thought it was 90s. It felt 90s. We were supposed to actually get like mid 90s today, so luckily it didn't. But it is humid, and that makes it worse. It just, like, your clothes just stick to you. I've been out here all day, slaving away on stuff, and it just sucks. But here we are. We're still going. Earlier today, I don't know if you can even see it. You probably barely see it. There's a Jeep truck in the shop. That's my buddy Hovig's. I don't know if I've done much video on that at all. Should do a walk around on that also. A lot of walk around videos. Not much action, just walking around. But yeah, I need to do a little video on that. We were working on that today. We did that's his 68, 69, I forget what year exactly. J3000 Gladiator pickup. It's got the cool Rhino grill on it and all that good stuff. We're putting a Buick 455 into that. Real nice motor. A lot of money in that thing. We spent today mostly Hovig. I just kind of drank, but made the transmission. We made hard lines, bent them, flared them, put the nuts on them, did all the fancy stuff, made them look real nice. Yeah, spent all day just bending them because trying to get that intricate line to go from the side of the transmission and out, and then down a little, and then over, and then around the bell housing, and then, well, let's make a little hump around the starter, and then, okay, let's come up. We gotta get closer to the motor and the you know, in the oil pan. Keep it away from where the axle might come up, you know, give lots of clearance there, and then you know, kind of sneak it around, and then okay, let's do a 90 out to the frame, but don't get too close to the frame. We got to leave lots of clearance there. Make sure the exhaust doesn't make it too hot. Okay, we're good. We made one. Excellent. Whew, that took hours. Now let's make a second one, because you need a return line, and you got to try and mimic the exact same thing and make it look. Oh man, it takes forever doing that stuff. So we got it, and it actually looks really good. They look like, you know, actually using a tube bender makes nice factory looking bends, and it actually looks nice, which reminds me I had to take pictures and send it to him because he wanted that. But yeah, we did that, and then after we're done with that, we busted out we did the same thing and made a hard line for the fuel, from the fuel tank all the way up to the motor. You know, obviously leaving sections loose for rubber hose for engine vibration and flex and all that stuff. So yeah, everything's coming out real good on that. So I should probably make some videos on that. So pretty cool. Oh, get to my little notes here. I'm just blowing through this. I don't have a whole lot to talk about today. Last weekend, the Jeep over there, the Jeep CJ5, I did make a video. I did another walk around video on that thing. I haven't edited or put it up. I got tons of clips on my iPhone that is being used right now. I haven't tried making a video with a lot of different clips, so we'll see how that works out. Hopefully the little iPhone can handle all that. So we'll see. Hopefully you'll see that video here, and you know, maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll put it up, I don't know, whenever I get around to editing it. So we'll try and get that up. But yeah, that little Jeep, I took it to a car show last weekend. First time I've ever put anything in a car show. It was fun, you know. So took it out there in the morning. Of course it rained all day, but it's a Jeep, so whatever. Yeah, park it out there, throw a Easy Up behind the Jeep, a couple chairs. Parked right next to a neighbor down the street, Mr. Tom Eddie, I'm not sure how you say his last name. Nice guy, good to meet him. I've met him on Facebook a lot through the local Facebook page for our neighborhood and stuff like that. So it's cool to meet him. He had a little Fiat 124, what do you call it, Abarth? The performance version of the little Fiat convertibles. It's the new Fiat, not a classic, but real cool car, a little turbo 6-cylinder, I think you said it was in there. Nice, cool car. Yeah, so it was good to meet him, and then talking to a couple other people at the car show, you know, because I'm there all day, so it's like you go and you make a round, then you go sit down for a little bit, then you go make another round, try and find somebody. Like, I'm not a very social person, you know, it's probably why I'm on YouTube, but it was kind of fun to force myself to pick a car and find the owner and talk to him about it, you know, just to see whatever. And I ended up talking to this really cool old guy. God damn it, I forget his name. I have to look him up again. Jim? No. I have to look it up. Really cool guy. He had I think it was a 36 Ford. He bought brand new when he was 15 years old in 1950, I don't know, 54, something like that. And immediately he built it as an actual custom car, and like the cool cars you would see now at the car show, but he built it back in the 50s, so it was an original custom, you know, with the white walls and the chop top and, you know, custom paint, custom interior, all that stuff. And so this old Ford, it has a Mercury flathead V8 in there, and the interior was cool because it was still the original interior from when he redid it, so it was like white and red. Like, it looked like a 50s diner type of thing. It was so cool looking, and it showed its age, you know, so you could tell it was old. And he also, that thing was actually in magazines way back then. He had a magazine article, full, I don't know what it was, Hot Rod or whatever magazine, from like 1956 when they did a full display on it, and, you know, a full article on it. And it was really cool to see that. And then he had all the pictures of way back when working on it, and plus he's gone through and redone the entire car a couple times, you know, through the 80s and the 90s or whenever, you know, and they repainted it and they put different wheels on it and stuff like that. And but it was just so cool, so I kept asking him questions like what it was like to build a car way back then, like in the 50s, you know, because that's what I was interested in, is how did you do it back then. And he says it was a lot cheaper back then, that's for sure, you know, and it was more like using parts from other cars to make your car custom, or just everything was custom made, like chopping the top and stuff like that. Like you don't see people chopping a top on a 2017, you know, Dodge Charger. You know, people don't do that. But back then they were doing it, so it was cool to see the old school custom, you know, done actually back in the day. Oh, and the coolest thing was back then he had made everything hydraulically powered, which was really weird. So he had a hydraulic pump under the hood. I think it was electronic. Yeah, it's mounted on the firewall. Electronic hydraulic pump, and it powered the hood, so he could raise the hood with it. It had a little hydraulic cylinder. He could raise the trunk with it. The windows rolled up and down. He had power windows, and those were hydraulically controlled. And then even the license plate was like flush mounted on the back. I don't know what you call it. The back of the car, and the license plate would hydraulically lift and come out, and his fuel fill was underneath it. It was just so cool. And he had this like old panel, you know, an old Art Deco 50s style panel right above the steering column on the dash. It had just like 4 switches on it, and he could control each thing on there. It was just so cool to see that. So that was neat, being able to walk around and talk to people like that, especially him. The guy must be a legend. I don't know if he's famous or not, but he should be for being in the business that way. And he had another car next to it, Lincoln or something, like I want to say like a late 50s Lincoln, more stockish, I would say, a little custom, more stockish. I think it was like pink, you know, stuff like that. But just super nice, perfect car, you know, real cool stuff. So yeah, putting my car in a car show and forcing myself to be out there and be social all day long, it was kind of cool. It was fun. Yeah, stuck around for the award ceremony and all that stuff. So yeah, a few friends and coworkers stopped by and said hi, and I hung out with them for, you know, little bits of time here and there. And the time actually went by a lot quicker than I thought it would. I thought I would be out there and be bored all day long, but no, it was like before you know it, oh, here's the award ceremony. Oh, now that's over. Let's go home. You know, so it was cool. When I did go to try and leave, the ignition switch broke on the Jeep. It just spun. So I had to basically hotwire my Jeep to get it out of there, but it worked out. So a little nerve-wracking, got the anxiety going, but we made it work. It's funny. Jesus, I think that's everything I got for this week. So yeah, if you guys got any ideas or anything you want me to talk about or ask me some questions, I can try and answer them here. I haven't made it official, but I guess I still need to make a challenge me type video series and stuff like that. Try to keep this YouTube thing going. I want to make exciting things, you know, cool stuff and driving Jeeps and wheeling and stuff like that, but it's just not happening at this exact moment. So I got to figure out how to make this channel interesting. So let me know what you guys want to see, what you guys would like to see me do. If you want me to talk less, I'll talk less, you know, and whatever. Any suggestions, let me know, and I'll talk to you guys later.